What's going on, everybody? So, today we're going to talk about. I've been dealing with a lot. 2016 has been a rough year for me. I continuously say that it has tested my will, and I've had some injuries, I've been sick, I've had some infections, and what we're going to talk about today is how I recovered from my injury and how you can benefit from just getting outside your comfort zone and recovering, trying to recover from an injury, dealing with that tightness or muscle imbalance now before it pisses you off and puts you out of commission later down the road. And it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be relatively beneficial. So, first off, the thing for me was I got hurt and I kind of just neglected it because I've been hurt before and it wasn't that big of a deal. I kind of just shook it off and we went and did our thing and I just healed myself. But when you get hurt and when it does heal on its own, because it happens to all of us and it's going to continuously happen, when it does that, it heals, but it heals incorrectly. And when you heal incorrectly, you put yourself in a position to fail later down the road. And later down the road, you're going to get hurt again, and it's going to be 10 times worse because now you have knots and tightness and your muscles are not structurally correct compared to where they were the initial time because you didn't heal them correctly. You let the muscle fix itself or the ligament or whatever. So when you get hurt, you get a muscle imbalance, or if something's tight, if you got a chronic backache, lower back, and it's in your muscle, and you got a bad shoulder or a bad neck, and you can't let that sit. You got to take care of it now because it's gonna rear its head later down the road. So a couple things. One big thing for me was I tried out acupuncture. I never asked for help. I was never good at asking for help, and I struggled with it. Especially with acupuncture, I was a little hesitant, like I'm sure everybody is and was that isn't in that field or fully understands it. But I tried it out and it helped. And I remember the first couple times I posted some pictures on my Instagram, and it was just, my back was destroyed. I had little needle marks. I had some blood coming out because I was so tight at that point. When you release the muscle, sometimes it shoots a little blood up when the blood goes to that muscle to heal it. I tried cupping, I tried scraping, all that type of stuff. And I remember when I was doing it, some of my clients were like, you're crazy, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? Well, I need to try it, I need to get better. It's not going to get better on its own. And then look, 6 months, 5 months down the road, people watching the Olympics see cupping all over TV on the athletes, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, that's what you do, that's what you did, blah, 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 I can't believe it, yada, yada, yada. So you got to try some new things, and you got to attempt to fix your problem before that imbalance comes out and you have a full-blown injury. So I have tight shoulders. I had a shoulder injury about 1.5 years ago. I was bench pressing and tweaked it, and I just let it heal on its own. Go figure, right? I'm a guy, that's what we do. I let it heal on its own, and about 1.5 years later, I was doing muscle ups, and when you pull yourself up to the bar, if you don't know, and then you push yourself over into a dip position, and you come back down and you do it again. And when doing this, my front part of my shoulder was so tight that it was stronger in the front than it was in the back part of my shoulder. And it stretched out some of the ligaments. And when I was doing a move and I was fatigued, I used my whole body as momentum to get from point A to point B, and I kind of just tweaked something. Pulled my neck a little, pulled a trap, strained those two muscles, and then once we got that inflammation out, then it was time to fix the muscle imbalance, and that's what I'm continuously doing now. But acupuncture was a big help, and I got cupped, I got scraped, I still do it today. And then, really stepping outside my comfort zone and finding like a holistic type of chiropractor. So not somebody who you go and see and just cracks you, boom, boom. Somebody who, they do crack you, but they also teach you to understand that your body is one chain, and when something gets thrown off, it misaligns the entire thing. So that's how I found out, this was too tight, this was weak, and that caused me to use this, and then I strained this. Makes sense. Everything is connected. So now with my tight right shoulder, my body shifted to the right a little bit. So if you look closely, my right shoulder slants down a little more than my left, and that's from overhead throwing, constant baseball motion. There's a lot of using your right arm more than your right side more than your left side, because I am a righty. Whether you're throwing, hitting, or running, you're going to push off stronger with that right side. So I learned a lot in that aspect, but I'm also shifted a little. So I'm continuously trying to get back to center. It's going to take a while, but I'm pretty pain-free now, and I used a couple tools. I entered, if you paid attention to my Facebook post earlier today, I entered a new journey in rehabilitation, because before I didn't stretch that much, did some foam roll stuff, but I didn't pay attention to stretching or proper alignment. Yeah, proper form while lifting, obviously, but proper alignment, stretching, structural integrity, all that stuff I never really paid attention to. I'm relatively still young, so I guess it didn't matter to me, but I guess I looked at it as it was for the old timers. But doing it now and looking at it now, it just made me a better fitness enthusiast / trainer. So it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited to continuously work at it with myself and with my clients for the future. But I challenge you guys to try something new, enter that new journey, if you will, and pay attention to what's bothering you now, because you're only going to get older. Hopefully you don't get any heavier and apply more of a load to that muscle imbalance or injury now. But you're only going to get older, and it's not going to get any easier. So attack it now and set yourself up to succeed in the long run. All right? I'll see you guys later.